but we'll have time. You can work on anything you want to get in. All right. What is due is your magnetic force and magnetic levitation vocab. That was due on the 2nd. Your construction project part 2, picking your 2 walls. This is the easiest thing. Get that in. Okay. Where's Oscar? Okay, I was just saying, the things that are due are your magnetic force and magnetic levitation vocab and your construction project part 2, the picking your 2 walls, how you're going to build your 2 walls. That is the easiest thing. It's worth 20 assessment points. If you are failing, please seek me out when we're working. I can go in a breakout room with you. We can get you passing. It doesn't take that much. Like 4 vocab quiz. That will get you passing. It's 40 assessment points. Do part 2 and 2 quizzes. Just let me know. I will help you and we can work together to get you over the line. If you don't reach out to me, I can't help you. Okay? All right. So for today, we have manufacturing technology and manufacturing process vocab will be due next time. We cover both definitions. One's early, one's right at the stop. You'll be working on your construction part 3, build your walls, right? That's our last assignment for the year. Our objective or goal is to investigate manufacturing technology and the manufacturing process. Learn about construction techniques for building walls and how to build small models. Okay? Look, there's Natanya. All right, let's go to our warm-up. Nothing too terrible. Remember, do these and I give you full credit. Oops, don't need that. Luckily, it's not showing anything, or it was showing something, but hopefully, oh, come on, stop sharing. Sorry about that. Whatever. All right, I'm sorry, it's fighting me for some reason. Come on, I don't want gradebook, I want modules. You'd think it would be easy. All right, here we are. Okay, here's our warm-up. We're going to be looking at week 8 quiz, and then these are our projects. So let's go into the warm-up. 6 points. I got to hit this and then my button before you can see the answers. Aha. I got it that time. All righty, I have my fabulous spinner. You can answer in the chat. These are not that difficult. I'm getting my magic spinner out. Come on. Why are you not? Oh, there's someone. Edgar. Silly name. Okay, question 1. What is the best single source of information for designers and engineers? in our presentation, okay, thank you, Edgar. What is the best single source of information for designers and engineers? Is it technical specifications, a prototype, a scale engineering model, or the online reviews of the product? What is the best single source of information for designers and engineers? Anybody have an idea? Steven saying D, online reviews. I think we're thinking about making a product, so the best single source of information for designing and designers and engineers who are building something won't be reviews of the finished product. Although, those could be if they were still doing it. So we're down to 3. What do you think? Anybody have an idea? Technical specs, a prototype, or a scale model? Dixon goes with B with a question mark. You could just say B. It is prototype. Prototype, ideally, is a full-scale working model of the product. That is why it is the best single source of information for designers and engineers. They can manipulate this like the real product, but it is just the first time it has been built. A scale model just shows you what it looks like. It is not fully functional. A prototype should be fully functional. The online reviews of a product, like I say, come out after the product is finished, so they don't help in the design process. Okay, question 2. Prototypes is true or false? Prototypes can be tested in virtual spaces. Is that true or is that false? Prototypes can be tested in virtual spaces. What do we think? Let's see about our fabulous spinner. I don't think Beverly's here today. My friend Dream Miller. Dream, what do you think? Can you test a prototype in a virtual space? Dream? There's James. We can pick on James. Dream, do you have an idea? Can a prototype be tested in a virtual space? You can put it in the chat. Jessica. I'm going to pick on James Allen. James, you just came in, but prototypes. The question is true or false? Prototypes can be tested in virtual spaces. What do you think? Barcode is jumping in to save the team. James, what do you think? Is it true that prototypes can be tested in virtual spaces or false? True. I would agree with that. James says true, but that depends on what it's a prototype of. I'm guessing you could simulate anything in terms of a prototype, but there are certainly situations where you want to be testing in reality. All I know is, having worked with car manufacturers, they actually do a lot of testing virtually because it saves them money. They don't have to create the product, and they don't have to fix the product after they ding it. So great job. And Barcode, you did wonderful. Yes, true. Last question. What are scale models really good at? I wanted to sort of differentiate between prototypes and scale models. What are scale models really good at? Allowing you to see in 3 dimensions, very large things on a scale you can understand as humans. B is running up the invoice. C, causing delays. Or D, spelling. Kelly says A. How could it be A? It's so long and involved. Yes, it is A. A scale model, what is most important about them is it lets you look at a big object on a small scale where you can see the whole thing and look around it. So it allows you to see in 3 dimensions very large things on a scale you can understand as humans. That if I have to look at a shopping center or a plan for a shopping center, it's too big. I can't understand it. It's too many things. But if someone builds me a scale model of that shopping center, what it's going to look like, I can see the parking lot and the buildings and how they're going to go together and how the parking works with the entrances and all that stuff. But by itself, it's just too big for me as a human to imagine. So great work there. All right, let's go back. We're going to go to our presentation and start up. Any questions there? I think that was pretty straightforward. All right, we are looking at manufacturing. And trust me, this goes on forever. I think I know exactly what that is we're looking at. That's a gear on a bike gear sprocket. A factor that makes people different from other beings on this planet is that people design and make tools. This ability has led to objects that help us do things. At first, people made only things they could use themselves. Some people have called this act use-factoring, making things for personal use. So the closest thing we have to ancient man is the chimpanzee. So chimpanzees are tool makers. And as you see, typically they are making tools to help them eat something, do something in their day, that they are looking for assistance, right? They make a stick so they can dig a grub out of a hole in a tree. They use a rock to break a nut. Those are technology to help them eat, to help them survive. Okay, here's our definition. Look, there's Layla. Why do I keep getting, excuse me. Here's our definition. Okay, manufacturing technology can be defined as the setting up of technology systems to make products for other people to use. We will learn most of when we were making things for ourselves, that's all we had time or effort for. So now that we have more time, you can make things for other people and sell them. All right. So manufacturing technology is the setting up of technology systems to make products for other people to use. They're not really designed for you to use. You could certainly buy a car or whatever's in these beautiful buckets. I'm trying to figure out what the ladies are doing. I think they're shucking oysters, possibly. That these are buckets of oysters that come through and they grab them. This is just the Ford assembly line. Oh, we've lost Brian. Get back on this page. There we go. So here's like a more modern assembly line, and see how the workers can actually be under the cars. I have no idea why these guys are in like decontam suits making peeled oranges. All we know is someone else is going to benefit from them, right? Setting up technology systems to make products for other people to use. In theory, their product is a peeled orange. All right, so an example of a manufacturing system. Every aspect is controlled by management, right? There's a team of managers. They request raw materials, they structure the manufacturing process, and they manage the outputting of goods, right? That's what it takes. Raw materials come into a factory, they are processed, They are put together and they create a finished product, which is then shipped out. There are control signals and there are feedback signals. All right, that is how this system works. Manufacturing changes raw materials into useful products. Everyone uses manufactured products daily. We ride in manufactured vehicles and buy CDs and DVDs, which all have been manufactured. Everyone puts on manufactured clothes, enters buildings through manufactured doors, reads newspapers produced on manufactured printing presses, write on manufactured paper, with manufactured pencils, manufactured games, sporting goods, and toys all entertain us. Each of us needs the output of manufacturing systems. Okay, we're looking at the universal system model here. So I want to explain how this works. We did a lot of this in the last semester. You have an input, which is a resource. There is a process that works with that input, and then something is output, either a product or a service, and then there is feedback that measures the output to control the input. My favorite is the sprinkler system, which typically is described as an open loop, not a closed loop system. Remember, feedback makes this a closed loop system. See, the loop closes. So in my sprinkler system, the input is water. That is the resource. How does water get in there? Valves open when a timer hits a certain time. When the valves open, the water goes into the system. The output is water going out the sprinkler heads, right? I water my lawn. Normally, there is no sensor in the lawn, so it would not be a closed loop system. But this system has a sensor. It has a sensor that tells how dry the lawn is. So when the lawn is dry, it makes the sprinkler operate. As the sprinkler is operating, the ground is going to get moister and moister until the sensor says, this is good. When it says this is good, it talks to input and says, stop inputting. I don't need any more output. That is how a closed loop system works. Feedback monitors the output to control the input. Okay? So the purpose or objective is what you want your system to do. The input is the resource that goes into the system. What I want my system to do is water my lawn. So the resource that goes into the system is water. The process, the steps that lead to that to a result are a timer opens valves in the system to let the water in. The output, the result that comes out of the system, water out of the sprinkler heads, watering my lawn. If there's a sensor, the feedback compares the result of the objective to water the lawn to increase the humidity of the ground. The adjustments are made to the inputs in the process. So as the lawn gets moister and moister, my system is going to cut back the input until it is turned off, and I will have no more water going on my lawn. Output is the product. Manufacturing had its start in the Stone Age, the new Stone Age, compared to the old Stone Age. I didn't know we had an old Stone Age. Grinding corn, baking clay, spinning yarn, and weaving textiles. Those are all how manufacturing started. Manufacturing in early civilization concentrated on commonly used products such as pottery, oils, cosmetics, wine. First mass-produced pencils were made in Nuremberg, Germany in 1662. Kind of impressive. Eli Whitney proposed the idea of interchangeable parts in 1798. This idea made it possible to produce goods quickly because standard parts were used. Henry Ford and his colleagues first introduced a conveyor belt, to an assembly line to make magnetos, a type of generator, in 1913. A magneto is just like what we were looking at in electrical energy. It is a coil with a rotating wire in it, right? That rotating wire is picking up electrons and generating electricity, all right? Then he introduced the idea of manufacturing of automobile bodies and engines. Manufacturing produces goods inside a factory. Manufactured goods may be classified as durable or non-durable. These two classifications are based on the life expectancy of a product or system. Durable goods include cars, kitchen appliances, and power tools. Non-durable goods include toothbrushes, disposable diapers, and automobile tires. Things that wear out. Things that cannot be used twice, the disposable diaper. Durable goods are designed to operate for a long period of time, while non-durable goods are designed to operate for a short period of time. Other examples of durable goods are steel, furniture, and stoves. Non-durable goods are consumer goods, consumable goods. They include paper, batteries, and paper. Or food, batteries, and paper. Sorry about that. Manufactured goods have life cycles, including preliminary planning and design, and continuing to their final disposal. Issue to think about or include: what byproducts are produced when the items are finished? How will they be disposed of at the end of the life cycle? These goods, both durable and non-durable, are then shipped to stores where customers buy the goods to meet their needs and wants. All right, here's our second definition. Manufacturing processes can be defined as changing the size, shape, combination, and composition of materials using thermal, mechanical, electrical, and chemical technologies to make parts or products. Wow, that's a mouthful. Excuse me. The manufacturing process takes raw materials, processes them, and creates a product. All right, the processing cycle. Find the input, processing, and output that goes together. Number them with the same number. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to figure this out. All right, let's see. Esteban, I think you're here. Can you, if our input is bread, what is the process and the output? So our input is bread, that is our resource. We're making something out of the bread.
Toast.
And so what's the process?
The toaster. The toaster.
Toaster, right. So the raw material is bread, the process is a toaster, and the output is toast. Perfect. Okay, let's try. No, Martin's a senior. Do I have him? Nope. Desi, can you tell me orange? I found orange the most difficult of these. If orange is our input, what is our process and output?
The process is freezing and the output is, wait. Oh, sorry. I thought it was, okay. The process is blending and the output is orange juice.
I know, but we don't blend orange juice. You juice oranges. It just seems like a strange choice. If it was a smoothie, I would feel better about blending my oranges. All right, who is next on the hit parade? Perla, I think you're here. Perla Medrano, can you tell me about dough? If dough is our input, what is our process and output? Perla, are you out there? You can put it in the chat if you'd like. Oops. Perla, anybody want to jump in on this one? Perla says baking, and then what's our final product? What's our output? We have dough, we bake it, and we get pizza. Yes, my kids are very happy about that process. Okay, last one. Oh, Brian Tejada Corneo, can you tell me about water? What's the process and output for water?
Kitchen.
What is it?
Kitchen.
It's going to be freezing and ice. It's not just one thing. So we start with water. Water's the input. Then we're going to freeze it as the process, and we're going to get ice as our output. And I just wanted to tell everyone, I don't know if you know this, water is one of the few things that when it freezes actually expands. Almost everything else, when you make a block of steel cold, it literally contracts. Cement contracts. Water is one of the few things that expands when frozen, and that's because of its crystal structure. The crystal structure makes water larger than liquid water, but that is how almost all the weathering, so many things, potholes happen because ice expands. The water expands when it turns to ice. That's great. I find this when we were working on closed loop systems, that what the input and what the process are can be difficult. When they're expressing it, it is not as straightforward as this. So I like this. All right, so notice all processes end in ing. Blending, freezing, toasting, baking. All outputs are desired wants or needs. Ice for my orange juice so I can eat my hot pizza and have a slice of toast afterwards. Can you find the inputs and processes? Yes, you can. All right, manufacturing generally includes two processes, primary processes and secondary processes. All right. So in this example, wheat business is sold business to business. These are all being sold business to business. When wheat is sold to a mill, that is a primary process. A raw material is going to be turned into a refined material. Wheat is going to become flour. When the miller sells the flour to the bread maker, to the pâtissier or whatever, that is a secondary process. That flour is a processed item going into bread, another processed item. Finally, a tertiary sector is where that product is sold in a store. So the chain of production for cornflakes, primary, corn is grown in the field and picked. It is then sent to the factory for production. So that is a primary raw material, right? Corn kernels are being sent to the factory. Secondary, at the factory, it is processed and packaged into cornflakes. All right? So they are processing it. Tertiary, it is distributed to retailers for them to sell to the public. We can purchase our cornflakes and then take them home. That is how the chain of production works. This is a manufacturing process. Primary processes. Raw materials are converted into industrial materials. Those are materials that can be used in an industrial application. Trees are made into lumber, plywood, or paper. Ores are converted into sheets of metal. Gas is converted into plastics. Wheat is converted to flour. Glass is made from silica and sand. Secondary processing. Manufacturing changes the forms of industry materials into usable products by separating, forming, combining, and conditioning. Through secondary processing, plywood becomes furniture, flour becomes bread, sheets of metal become trays or silverware, glass becomes bottles and jars, plastic becomes dishes. Raw materials are changed into industrial materials that are used to make consumer products. Raw materials is where the primary process is. Secondary are industrial materials that are being used to make consumer products. There are four major types of manufacturing systems: custom manufacturing, intermittent and batch manufacturing, continuous manufacturing, and flexible manufacturing. Each of these systems is used today to make products. These systems all have advantages and disadvantages. They are optimized for one type of delivery and have trade-offs. Custom manufacturing is the oldest system. In early history, one person made an entire product. This person had all the skills needed to process materials into products. Most products of colonial times were custom made. Silversmiths made silver bowls and candle holders. Cobblers made shoes. Weavers made cloth. Tailors made clothing. Later, custom manufacturing systems were used to make very special products. These products were designed for the customer. Only a few products were built to fill a specific need. Today, spacecraft, ships, some cabinets and furniture, the clothing for special needs are custom manufactured. One person may make simple products while many people work on complex custom-made products. As the nation grew, custom manufacturing could not meet customer demand. There was a growing population and increasingly wealthy. People wanted more and better products. The skilled craft workers could not produce products fast enough. Small factories were started. Products started to be made in small batches. Intermittent or batch manufacturing. A dozen or more candlesticks were made at a time. Several pairs of shoes were made all in the same size. Loaves of bread, cookies, and muffins. This system was called intermittent or batch manufacturing. Woohoo! We've made it to stop. All right, we have about 20 minutes left to work on our projects. Let me get to our module. Whoop. Come on. Here we are. So right now, you can work on anything that you have not turned in. Ideally, I would like to see your construction, research your walls. This is the form where you pick two walls, right? You pick wood frame or earthship or adobe and straw bale. Trust me, straw bale is a problem with a model. Then you're just filling in types of materials needed, region of the world, special skills, basic steps in construction, the advantages and disadvantages. And then you're going to drop a little video. I had one of making adobe bricks, one of building a wood frame house. Any citation sources. That's it. That's 20 points. Get that in. The other one is the final. Construct your walls. All right. Okay. Now that you have picked two different construction techniques, it is time to build your walls. You can use anything in your bag of FOT materials or in your home. Ideally, you need a square or rectangular base to glue or tape your walls to. Traditionally, we have used wood, but cardboard or plastic or whatever will work. Build the two walls and attach them to the corner of your base. Take a picture of your walls and post it to the assignment. So here are some examples. Let me make sure everyone knows what we're talking about. Okay, so this is the Adobe, right? Adobe, it's got clay and straw in it. This is wood frame, right? It's got 2x4s framing the doorway, etc. This one actually has a built wood floor with like, they use their popsicle sticks to make. This one has a wood frame wall and a either insulated or cement core wall. So remember, basically you're going to have a square bottom or something, and then you're just going to attach your two walls. So this one I feel is like Earthship, that they used recycled materials, the cork, and then sort of cement to put it all together. And then it has wood frame. My favorite thing about this one is they have a sill plate. The sill plate is the 2x6. Excuse me. That's attached to your foundation, and that is what you nail your 2x4s and stuff onto. Let me show you some of our epic work that we have already produced. So this is like a sort of insulated home. We had a lot of styrofoam, but he used paper to try and simulate the exterior walls to sandwich his insulation. So that's a nice effort. And he used tape to hold it all together. Not too shabby. Here's mine. Mine's kind of lame, but I made an insulated wall. See this one that has styrofoam in the middle? And then this is a wood frame wall. I didn't finish my wood framing, but we're getting to it. And then I actually had to tape them together. I tried using toothpicks to get them to stay up. All you need is for your walls to be up and you take a picture of them. So here's one. It's actually got a lot of structure on the back to make sure that it stands up and stays together. It's not exactly right, but it's pretty good. And then this poor one, we made an igloo. Layla, I hate to say, your igloo has really settled. I think the glue ate up the bubbles, but it was magnificent in its moment of heyday, and I saw it. So this was a fabulous igloo. Anybody have questions, problems, issues? Anybody want to meet with me and get their grade up? Just sing out, put it in the chat. Let me know. I'm here. Otherwise, we're just going to work until 1:20. So you have 20 minutes to be working on your projects. Get anything you'd like into me. Let me know if you need advice or help. We done already? Okay. That's the bell, but you don't get to run away because we have fabulous innovation period. Once again, there's no one in class. So I'm going to run in, we'll have 10-minute break. I will run innovation period. We can talk about, do anything you'd like. Again, please, if your grade is bad, just let me help you make your passing. Otherwise, I'm supposed to call your parents and I don't really want to. So let me help you help yourself. You can relax until 1:30. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Look, Beverly's coming just for innovation period. Beverly, where have you been? Just coming for innovation period. How dedicated. Are you okay? Ooh, team building. Okay, that's our interim bell. We're still not back. We have 3 minutes. Let's see what we're up to. Well, that's what I could be doing. Stop sharing for a minute. All righty. We're about to get started. Let me just export my fabulous Zoom reports and get back in. Where did my slides go? Yes. All right, team. Thank you so much for hanging out. I think we'll be able to finish this a little early since I have no one in class. And as far as I know, innovation period is really designed for kids who are at school at 1:30 and can't get home until 2:30. So you're all already home. All right, let's watch info flow and see what's up. I like this because I have to create this next year. Any suggestions? I'd love to hear too of what you like in your school broadcast or what makes you smile or what's fun. I'm all about doing something fun. All right, June 8th, looks like we have a new presenter. Let's watch on YouTube. Buffering.
Good afternoon, Blazers, and welcome back to Info Flow from Home. Today is Tuesday, June 8th.
Okay. One note, just so everyone knows, when your video starts like that and everybody is out of sync and not working, just stop it for a minute and then restart it. It's the buffering that's the problem. The video is out ahead of itself and it can't process the information.
Good afternoon, Blazers, and welcome back to Info Flow from Home. Today is Tuesday, June 8th. I'm Levi.
And I'm Sammy. In local news, Montgomery
Maybe not. I think their track is wildly out of
County
sync.
just surpassed 70,944 cases of COVID-19 as of Friday, June 4th. According to the Maryland Department of Health, just over 52% of county residents have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19, while 63% have received at least one dose.
As demand for COVID vaccines has gone down in the US, many other countries around the globe are desperate for more supply. Last week, the White House outlined a plan to distribute 25 million doses to various countries in Latin America, the Caribbean, South and Southeast Asia, and Africa, as well as the Palestinian territories, Warab Gaza, and the West Bank. Those initial 25 million are only a fraction of the total 80 million doses President Biden has pledged to send internationally. Unfortunately, this is only a scratch on the surface. An estimated 11 billion doses are needed to get 70% of the world fully vaccinated. And since December, only 1.7 billion have been produced, according to research at Duke University.
Facebook recently updated its policy for politicians. Before, the normal rules and regulations didn't apply to most politicians. But after Trump used the platform to encourage the Capitol riots that caused loss of life, Facebook decided to hold politicians more accountable. This new change also includes a strike system that leads to an account being suspended if rules are broken too many times.
In sports news, the Washington football team will be returning to Richmond, Virginia for its summer training camp this year. Last year was supposed to be the end of an 8-year deal between the city and the team to hold their training camp there, but the pandemic forced the team to have their practices close to the public at its Loudon training complex in Ashburn. While the 5 practices in Richmond will be open for fans to watch, it is currently undecided if players will be allowed to sign autographs.
And now let's meet our new SMOB, Hannah O'Looney.
My name is Hannah O'Looney. I am a junior.
Okay, so just from a technical perspective, can you identify what has gone wrong here? What happened to their video? I hate to say if I was good, I could probably fix it for them. Anybody have an idea? Somehow their audio track has been slid about 15 seconds ahead. So we're seeing them, they're lip flapping for like 10 seconds, then the voices come in. The whole thing needs to be brought back and then it would be in sync. Oh well.
Senior at Richmond Montgomery High School, she, her pronouns. SMOB stands for Student Member of the Board of Education. The Board of Education is actually a group of 8 people. So 7 of them were elected by your parents, if your parents are U.S. citizens. And the 8th member, and the 8th member only, is a current high school junior or senior. I'll be a senior. Together, those 8 people vote on pretty much all of the big decisions about MCPS. I've been involved with just sort of this wide-ranging chronic problem of not having all voices represented equally at the table. I started off in MCPS at a school with a very, very low, like 15% farms rate. And we had great facilities, really experienced teachers, a really active PTSA, which results in a lot of extra funding for the school. And in the next year, I went to a school with around a 60% farms rate, and our facilities weren't as good. There wasn't really a PTSA. We didn't have a lot of booster cup funding, and that really impacted the education of all of the students. Through that experience, I was able to really experience firsthand the inequalities in our system, and I wanted to run for SWOG to change that. One thing that I want to do that I think will have really good long-term implications is really dissect and recreate the way that MCPS creates policy in the first place. Another thing is I am an Asian American student. I have been a student in MCPS for 12 years, and I've never had an East Asian teacher. 72% of our teachers are white, despite the fact that white students across the board only make up 26% of the student population. So there's a real disconnect there. My goal is going to be to sort of reshape the role to not just belong to me, but to belong to all of us. I don't know what it's like to be a student at Blair. And so I really hope to involve students from those schools to tell me, you know, this is what it's like to be a student here. I have lots of social media. I think the two that I use the most are going to be Instagram and TikTok. The handle should be @HanaOluni for all of those, HANAOLOONEY. If you don't have social media, that's also cool. I have an email, Hana_O_LOONEY @mcpsmd.org.
Remember, Blazers, if you want to contact Hana, you can message her on Instagram or Twitter at these handles.
In local news, Tacoma Park has announced their facility's reopening schedule. On June 14th, in-person city services will be by appointment only, and the Public Works lobby will be open to the public. On July 6th, the Tacoma Park, Maryland Library will be open for public services, and on August 23rd, all city facilities will be fully open to the public.
Applications are open for Montgomery Virtual, MCPS's Virtual Learning Academy for the 2021 to 2022 school year. In order to qualify for the K-12 Academy, the student or student's family must be experiencing extenuating health circumstances that could be helped through virtual learning. The application clarifies that a preference to learn from home does not count as extenuating circumstances. Also, students aged 12 and under must be under adult supervision during school hours in order to be eligible. The application closes July 2nd. For more information and to complete an application, go to the link below.
And now an announcement from Blair's We the East Club.
Hi, I'm Bethel, the Secretary of We the East Club, and I'm Johanna, and I'm the President of We the East Club. And for those of you who don't know, We the East is dedicated to learning about issues and cultures in East Africa, most focused on Ethiopia and Eritrea. And as a club, we just organized a fundraiser to the AHA organization, helping over 40,000 refugees who have been negatively affected by the northern Ethiopian conflict. And we concluded that we raised over $1,000 in funds and donations. And we just wanted to say thank you to everyone who donated and shared. Thank you.
Thank you, Bethel and Johan. Congratulations on your fundraiser.
Incoming seniors, are you considering taking AP Literature as your next English course? Are you taking it for college credit? Are you taking it for an academic challenge? Do you want to expand your intellectual horizons ever beyond your limitations? Also, do you want to learn how to analyze texts of fiction and even learn about the myriad of different interpretations that come with reading prose and poetry? In that case, consider joining AP Literature hosted by Mrs. O'Connor. Keep watch for more information.
And that's all for today's show. Check out our website at bnconline.net to submit any announcements. And follow us at BNC_Blair on Instagram and on Twitter at BNCBlair. We'll be back on Friday with the latest edition of InfoFlow from home. If you haven't already, go get vaccinated and stay safe. Have a terrific Tuesday, Blazers.
Yep, somebody should have caught that one. It's always embarrassing. All righty. Well, that was fun if horribly out of sync. So what happened was somehow they dinked their audio track. The whole audio track got shifted forward about 15 seconds. It happens. Here we go. All right, it's our mindfulness minute. This is another weird one. As you breathe, you can bring your mind, Thich Nhat Hanh's short breathing mantra. Who in the world is Thich Nhat Hanh? The breathing mantra is, so you're saying this to yourself as you breathe. Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. With each in-breath, think of nourishing oxygen you're bringing into your body. Notice the soothing quality of the breath. With each out-breath, allow your lips to gently curl upward in a subtle smile. More Mona Lisa than in our family, the Sanders smile. Got to show all your teeth in a Sanders smile. Does the smile feel good? Research tells us that moving muscles of the face into a smile position elevates our mood. So let's just try this for a minute. Try breathing in and saying to yourself, as you breathe in, I calm my body. As I breathe out, I smile. Try and use that same 3 beats in, hold for 3, 3 beats out. So the breathing out and smiling part seems the hardest. I like the breathing in and feeling that it's calming my body. Things are settling. Okay? Anybody able to make breathing out and smiling work for them? All right. So here's our last team builder. All right. So I did get a couple volunteers last time. Let's try and see. We still have a bunch of people in the room. What do you guys want to play? I like Kahoots. We've got the body. I know this brain is, that's anger, that's envy, that's worry, that's something, and that's you. And this is the brain center control. There is Marvel quiz. I don't know what, just showing my age. What is that the symbol for? Can someone tell me? I mean, I'm guessing this is music, but what is that? It's not Prince. Anyone? Have you all given up? Come on, somebody tell me which Kahoot we need to take. Be brave. Come on, I'm gonna call someone. So exciting, I can even tell who's still here. I think Kelly is here. Kelly Amenti, we're making you in charge of what game we're playing.
What game we're gonna play?
Yes, we need to pick a Kahoot. Oh, am I not sharing? I am sharing.
Yeah, you are.
So it's the, all I know is this is a movie about your
Emotions.
Yes. Then we've got Marvel Universe. What is this?
That's TikTok.
Oh, is that TikTok? See, yeah, I don't do TikTok. All right. So it's emotions, Marvel, TikTok, or music. I'm
Probably,
deputizing you to choose for all of us.
probably music.
Music. I'm game for music. Let's see what we do. All right. Everybody's got to play because when we're done, I'm going to let you go. Okay. And if you don't play, I won't let you go. And then I'll have to stay and it'll make me grumpy. All right. So I am playing as a guest, right? I think you guys can all play along with me. And do we want to save our results? In theory, I do have a login. I'm not sure what I'm. This is my problem. I have like 16 million passwords and I never remember. Oh, look, it worked. Let's all play against each other because last time nobody signed up. Is anybody else going to play with me? All right. So here's the Kahoot in the chat. I thought I was going to get to play. Trust me, I'm pretty good at trivia. Okay, that's the code. Why is there an EN on it? Look, I got one. We've got Steven. We've got S. All right. It is the end of the school year and we are just going to have fun. All right. Oh, I like, we've got like Strange Computer Boy. Reminds me of 80s Spaceman from Lego Movie. All right. I am guessing that 6 is as many as we've got. We've got a couple more in class, but anybody else joining? Speak now. Oh, there's Kelly. Kelly's in there. Speak now or forever hold your peace, and I will start this bad boy up. All right. Here we go. Top songs 2000 to 2019. I'm going to be terrible on this, other than my daughter's Taylor Swift. What is your favorite genre of music? It's not really a Kahoot if it's asking you what's your favorite. It's not like there's a right answer to that. Ah, we like rap and hip hop. Me, I am a classic rock man. Nobody likes my classic rock. But that's because that was the music I grew up with. Complete the lyrics of the most popular song of 2019. I'm gonna take my horse to. Come on, guys. Even I know this one. I like the one with the cowboy with the mustache. I am glad to see that you are up, but somebody's got to be winning because timing makes a difference. There we are. Daniel is on top. Great job, Daniel. Okay. Double points. Most popular song of 2018, In My Feelings. Which artist? Type your answer. Flock of Seagulls? That's all I'm seeing. Space Needle? Great. Great job, team. Ooh, Natanya takes the lead, 3,700, with Daniel right behind, nipping at her heels. What was the title of the most popular song in 2017? Believer, Shape of You, It Ain't Me, or I'm the One? I'm going to have to go Believer myself, but I don't think that's right. I never heard of the other three. Oh, let's see. Shape of You. See, somebody was with me. I probably fooled them. All right. Tanya's still ruling. 2016. Love. That's the Beeb. No, Kelly sneaking up. Kelly is on a tear, apparently. What type of music was Bruno Mars singing about in the top song in 2015? I know this one. I actually saw Jules' first concert. Uptown Funk. Right you are. No, Natanya is still holding strong. Double points, baby. 2014 was the year Happy from Pharrell Williams became top song. Happy, it's been around for a while, I don't know. True, nice. Yeah, I was a little worried about that one. I do love that song. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis sang about what in the top song of 2013? Well, it would never be applause. It would never be a Get Lucky, and it would never be a Blurred Lines. I'm guessing it has to be Thrift Shop. Know your English grammar, and you will get the right answer. See? Who says grammar doesn't pay off? Kelly, ruling the roost. Great job. Who brought out the top song of 2012? Somebody That I Used to Know, together with Kimbra. I would go with Gautier because I've never heard of it in my life. This must be an easy one. We got 6 answers right. Ah, there's 7. See, I was right. You didn't even believe me. Hey, what in the world? Never heard of Gautier. Kelly is only up by about 480, 460. Who sang the most popular song 2011, Rolling in the Deep? Hint, her name has 5 letters. Ooh, it's an evil. Type your answer one. Shakira. S-H-A-K-I. Yep, that's a little too many letters. Drake's 5. Too bad it's a girl, I think. All right, let's see. Adele. Apparently, I am woefully behind on my music scene. Come on. Kelly's only up by 300. Do something. Most popular song of 2010 was from which artist? I know, I'm betting on Taylor. Bet on Taylor almost every year. Yeah, as we get back in time, though, it might be Rihanna. Keisha. Well, that just goes. Thank you, everyone, for voting for my daughter. We're only halfway through. Put these hits of 2010 to 2019 in the right order. Hotline Bling, Wrecking Ball, Just the Way You Are, and Despacito. Everyone is taking a little time on this one. That is the Fender Stratocaster you're looking at up top. That would be the guitar of preference for Jimi Hendrix. The Fender Strat comes with a whammy bar. All right, we got 4. Let's go. Wrecking Ball, Hotline Bling, Just the Way You Are, and Despacito. What the heck? Nobody else is guessing? We only get 5 answers? I think maybe they've run away. Yeah, it certainly wasn't what I guessed. All right, let's see where we are. Oh, Natalia's back in the lead by some huge amount. Kelly must not have voted. Which famous band sang Boom Boom Pow? Never heard of it. It can't be Nickelback. I'm going to go with the Fray. It ain't the Black Eyed Peas. Oh, it is Black Eyed Peas. That's what you're looking at there. Them's Black Eyed Peas. Nice job. All right, it's still neck and neck. What was the title of the most popular song in 2008? I have never heard of any of these songs. Disturbia? Okay. Steven, moving up. True or false? Looks like Rihanna to me. False. Oh well. No, Natanya is still ruling. In 2006, the most popular song was called just weird names for songs. Bad Day. Okay. Somehow Steven's the only one who got points there. Doubling down. What female artist performed the top song of 2005 called We Belong Together? We got 3 answers. Me, I got nothing. Mariah Carey. Interesting. Really? Mariah Carey had a hit song in 2005? I guess that's why she's on, or was on, America's Got Talent. All right. Natalia's off her streak, but she's still going to take it all if we don't get a new challenger. Top song of 2004. Yeah. Let's go with Ludacris. Ludacris. They used to have on the radio quotes of George W. Bush and Mike Tyson, and you had to tell them apart. It was very difficult. So Ludacris, Usher, and Little John released it? That doesn't make sense, I guess. You can't vote for three, but. All right, Natalia seems to have a very healthy lead. We need to do something about this. Put these 2000 to 2009 songs in chronological order when they were released. Boom Pow, Since You've Been Gone, Yellow, and Umbrella. Do we think Yellow's the We Were All Yellow song? No, that's older than that. We were all yellow. Oh, maybe it is, because that's, I can't even think of who it is. Oh, you only got one answer. Somebody's got to be brave. Come on, just click on them. I think it is square, diamond, triangle, circle. "30 seconds. Don't all answer at once. We got two answers in. What did I say? Square, diamond, triangle. I almost got it in reverse order. Well, luckily nobody knew that one. Nothing is changing. 2003's most popular song was from 50 Cent. What was that? Come on, we've only got 4 answers. I gotta think into club, right? Ooh, Kelly and Natalia still in a fierce duel. Okay, doubling down. This one-word band sang the top song of 2002, How You Remind Me, and other hits like Rockstar and Photograph. All right, there was a band that was in here before, and I am betting, since there is a large nickel in the center of this, the name you're looking for is Nickelback. But I don't get to vote. The only band with nickel is Nickelback. There's no penny band, there's no quarters. And that nickel is right in the middle. This is, again, how you answer questions you don't know the answer to. Nickelback. What is happening? Desi is rising fast. Okay, we've only got 2 questions left. Top song of 2001 was Hanging On by a Moment from Enrique, Julio's son. Hanging On by a Moment. It's not J-Lo. I gotta go Destiny's Child just for fun. Lifehouse. Who's even heard of Lifehouse? Some student of mine has. Ah, look, Desi and Kelly. Oh my gosh. Kelly is up to 400 points of Netanya. All coming down to the last 24 of 24. Get these answers in quick. 2000 from Faith Hill. There You'll Be, The Way You Love Me, This Kiss, or Breath.
My screen is frozen. I can't see the question.
Oh no. All right. Red is There You'll Be. Blue is This Kiss. Gold is The Way You Love Me, and Breath is our winner. Let's see. Who do we think? Who names these songs? Desi comes in third. Kelly. And it's Netanya. So Kelly, if you were just a little faster, you could have gotten Netanya. Cahoots give you extra points for speed. You both got 15 out of 22.
You're right.
I'm amazed. You guys all get my appreciation and thanks. That was amazing. I am apparently terrible at regular music. All right. After that, we're into next week, as far as I can tell. Okay, it is 2:08. I think that we get to go home or stop, or at least that I get to go home since I'm the only one here. Thank you, team. Please, again, if you are failing, please reach out to me. There is no reason to be failing this class. If you come work with me in 15 minutes, I can get you passing. Anybody who's failing could get themselves passing, in an hour. All you've got to do is like 4 vocab quizzes. Do one of the projects with 20 points. I'm here for you. Anyway, that is it. I am letting everyone go because I have ultimate accommodation powers during COVID. And that as far as I know, the only reason everyone is trapped here for innovation period is because there are students that are in the building and can't go home until 2:30. Since I'm the only student in the building, I'm saying we're done. Any other questions, problems, issues, thoughts? I'm so proud of you guys. You did so well on the quiz. It was fun having people participate. Stephen, Esteban, Kelly, you really just hanging out? I'm saying you can go.
Okay. Goodbye,
Walk
Mr.
away.
Thank you.
Please enjoy your extra 20 minutes just for me. There's Desi. Bye, Desi. I think we only have like 2 more classes left. It's pretty scary. Come in tomorrow if you need help, okay? Otherwise, I'm signing off. Ciao.